Howdy y'all, Carla here, and this time I'm here to review the second trailer for the upcoming DC Warner Brothers movie, Suicide Squad. And you may have heard me say before, because I think I've mentioned this in previous reviews somewhere, or even on our podcast, that I'm not much of a DC girl. I've always been more Marvel inclined in my fandom through the years. I mean, I never really liked the DC characters. They didn't really grab my attention. And so I haven't really been very excited about the upcoming DCU. Especially not Batman v Superman, which I don't really care for. I mean, I will watch it because it's going to be huge, but it's not like I'm, jumping up and down my seat just waiting for it. However, Suicide Squad is the exception, okay? Just the mere idea of them having this team of villains, like crazy villains, as the heroes of the movie, or as the protagonist of the movie. As soon as they said that, as soon as they announced that, I was all up for it, because it seems just like such an interesting idea to me. It's something that hasn't really been done in comics before. I mean, we're so used to having comic book heroes, and not so much, villainous protagonists, I mean, we've had moments in which the villains have shown like the Joker, of course, Heath Ledger's Joker, who was bar none the best part of that movie, but he was still the villain. We still knew that somehow Batman was going to beat him, right? It's not like we were following the Joker around the entire time, and I really just love that idea of getting to see what makes a villain tick, in a way. Because, like I said, the Joker, they tried to do that with Heath Ledger's Joker, but because we had to stick to Batman, we didn't really get to see a lot of it. We could kind of guess, right? But we never knew. And I like the idea, because I'm very particular about my villains, okay? I love villains that are evil just because they are, just because they can be, because they like it. I don't like villains who, do evil things because they were traumatized as a child, and they had this sub story and you totally understand them, and I don't like that, okay? I like crazy villains, and I know there's been, I don't know, maybe from the 90s on, there's been kind of a backlash for, crazy villains that are just evil for the sake of being evil, because they're not layered. But I think with a move like this, in Suicide Squad, you can actually have a villain who's a villain because he or she enjoys being a villain. He enjoys being evil. He enjoys, causing chaos and destruction, and still see the layers that make up each one. And for me, as an audience member and as an aspiring writer, I just really like that idea. I find it very appealing. So basically, after this whole rant, what I'm trying to say is that Suicide Squad is the one DC movie that I am really, really, really excited about watching. Okay, and I was like this since they announced it, since they announced the topic, what it was going to be about. Then the first trailer came out, and it was so gritty and dark and creepy, and not just in tone, but you just knew from the trailer that we're going to delve deep into the mind of a really, really dark person. Like all of them, choose one, pick one. Their minds are deep pits of crazy and evil, and we're going to go right into that, and it's going to be awesome. So I was sold since the first trailer, and this one is even better, okay? Because the first one was, again, dark and kind of chilling, and you kind of got goosebumps because it was also creepy and stuff. This one is fun. It's straight up fun. And from the moment it starts with the Queen music, and, oh man, it's just, they're going for grand, because you don't get Queen for, just anything, right? You get Queen for something big and bright and explosive and bombastic, and that's what's happening here, right? And so straight away you know that that is the way it's going to be. And I love that they just kept the song throughout the entire trailer, because that one song alone has enough different beats that you know that you can have the more mellow parts, or the more contemplative parts, and then you can have the big, big crescendo, and have your action bits and stuff, and the guitar is so amazing. So I think that was a perfect choice, and I love in this trailer just how we see a little bit of all of these villains, which is kind of cool because it's such a large group, but the trailer did a great job in showing us a bit about each personality, and especially like how that one guy, is that Joel Kinnaman, I guess. I'm going to guess he's going to be like the I don't know, the liaison between the Amanda Waller's head of the CIA, I guess she is. I can't remember. She's the head of what she's the head of. He'll be like the go between these two, between the agency and the actual team, of villains. So, he probably has no idea what he's getting into at the beginning, and that's when we hear him say like, oh, this one likes to set fires, this one likes to eat people, this one likes to kill people. And, it's all like, yeah, they're all insane. They're all freaking deranged, okay? There's no redeeming in these people, but they're so bad that you know that you can only use them for this mission. And just by him saying, like, oh, this one does this, and this one does this, and this one's crazy, you can see kind of a little bit of what each of them is going to be. Of course, this is superficial. I'm going to guess that in the movie we're going to see a bit deeper into their personalities, but as far as a trailer goes, that was perfect for me. It was really quick, really simple, really efficient. I was kind of worried about Will Smith in this movie, because Will Smith is, generally speaking, he tends to want to be the main character in the movie. And okay, I like Deadshot, but I don't want him to take over, because for me, since they announced it, this has been the Joker and Harley Quinn show, and I know that Joker probably won't have that much screen time because he's not actually in the team, but Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, there's no topping that. So I was worried about Will Smith, that he might come across as trying to hog the spotlight. I didn't get that feeling at all in the trailer. It seems like he's going to be very, kind of on the quieter side, the more contemplative side, and I like that, because we're so used to Will Smith kind of being the life of the party. For those of you who were alive in the 90s and had the chance to watch like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and stuff like that, he's a really big personality, so it will be interesting to see him a bit more subdued. Meanwhile, you have moments like, and Fire Dude, whose name I can't remember, that was, I thought he looked pretty. I mean, I when they first revealed that first picture of the group, I thought he might come across as weird. Like, he just looked weird. But now that I know he has fire powers, that's very interesting. But those the more quiet ones, like Deadshot and the Fire Dude and the Cara Delevingne, Enchantress, that's her name. Enchantress, she's going to be more gothic, so they're going to be more on the more contemplative side, whereas you have then people like Boomerang and of course Harley, who are just freaking bad crap insane, okay? They're just I'm quite sure that this is just going to be Margot Robbie's movie, because come on, she was bleeding perfect in this trailer. Like, the moment I saw that shot of her like having tea in her jail cell, I was like, okay, I love her. I mean, I already loved her before, but she could not be more perfect, and just every single line she gives in this trailer is absolutely fantastic. She's like, oh, what, you want me to escape and kill all of you? Oh wait, that's the voices. No, I'm kidding, that's not the voice. That's not what the voices said. And I'm like, that's hilarious. And then at the end, of course, which is kind of the whole motto of the entire movie, is like, hey, we're evil, that's what we do, we're villains. That's what we do, you know? And it just, I think it wraps it up in a nice little bow. The special effects looked amazing. I love the fire. Killer Croc, I thought he was going to look very cheesy. He doesn't. He actually looks pretty great. We didn't get to see much of Katana. I don't think she'll be all that prominent, I guess, which I wouldn't expect. But the effects looked really great. Jared Leto as the Joker, man, that one shot where he laughs, I get chills. I mean, he's so scary. You would never think that Jared Leto can be that intimidating, and he is. You know, just by the sheer maniacal gleam in his eyes. It's like, wow, this dude is insane. You don't want to mess with him. And I can't wait to see how he and Harley interact. I love, you know, this is going to sound really stupid, but I love how they have all the letters in the trailer, and, you know, the interspersed, like, taglines and the dates and stuff. It's all kind of in neon colors, like, mixed up. It's just very, very indicative of what this movie is going to be. This movie is going to be a mess of color and, you know, just big scenes and craziness, and I love it. It's adorable, and I like that. I like how they flicker like they're actual neon lights going out. This whole thing looks amazing, and it's going to feel so different from Batman v Superman that I just can't wait. This is going to be the DC movie that actually gets me interested in this DCU. I know it. I already know that I'm going to love it, okay? Because it's just so great, and this trailer was epic. I mean, I know the year just started, but this might be, all the way down until December, this might be one of my favorite trailers of the year, because it was just so bombastic and the music fits so well, the colors are amazing, the lines everybody has are fantastic. Even Jai Gordon was good. I mean, there's the one moment when he stops to, like, pop up in a can of soda, and you're supposed to go, like, WTF? But it works. It works. I don't know, it made me chuckle, so bring it on. I can't wait for this movie. I think it's going to be amazing. And for everybody who's on tenterhooks waiting for Batman v Superman, you might want to give this one a chance, because I think this one can be even better. I mean, yeah, Batman v Superman is kind of an event. You know, we haven't seen them fight before, so it's kind of a BFD, if you get what I mean. But I think this one has a shot at being the most different, the most thoughtful, the most layered movie that DC is going to make, and I have no doubts that it's going to be great. Not after this trailer. This trailer absolutely crushed it, and I can't. I thought I could be more excited for this, but no, I am. It's just an amazing trailer. So yeah, that's my review for the new Suicide Squad trailer. As usual, be sure to visit our website at thegeekypub.com. We have reviews for other trailers and also for TV shows, for movies, for books, for games. We have a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to visit and browse around. You'll find something you like. And also, if you guys want to be notified when we upload a new review, then you definitely want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that's usually where they go up first. Even before they hit the website, they're up on YouTube. So if you subscribe, you're going to be notified straight away whenever we upload anything new. And that's about it from me now. I will see you guys in my next review. Bye!